Brooklyn man ditched the business world to go into business for himself.
Carrie Drew shows us what made him chase a lifelong dream in tonight's edition of The Sip.
Moroccan hibiscus, Nigerian ginger, Indonesian cinnamon.
Herbs and spice to help things taste nice and help you feel better too.
From a small warehouse in Red Hook, Jack Summers is following a big dream.
My friends and family think I've lost my mind, and they're absolutely right. And the joke I tell people is, going crazy is easy. Staying crazy takes commitment.
Jack, known as Jack from Brooklyn, is the creator of Sorel Liqueur. He's shaking things up by packaging a drink that's been made for centuries.
The basic recipe for what became Sorel has been in the Caribbean for 400 years. I'm simply the first person to create a shelf-stable version of it and put it in a bottle.
Jack learned all about it from his grandparents.
My grandparents came to America from Barbados in the 1920s, and like every other immigrant, they made things remind themselves of home in their kitchen.
Sorel is made from a mix of spices.
When it hits your palate, it's going to be fruity and floral and delicate. It starts off in here. Her name is Delilah. She's the biggest teapot you've ever seen. And what I do is I make a gigantic pot of tea with my spices.
Before launching Sorel, Jack spent 20 years in the business world, but then he had a life-changing moment.
5 years ago, I had a cancer scare. My doctor found a golf ball-sized tumor inside my spine, and he said, "You are probably going to die. And if you live, you're probably going to be paralyzed. You should get your affairs in order."
Jack defied the odds and beat cancer and says the experience was a sign that he should pursue his passion.
It will make you face the question. And the question is, if it's the last day on earth and you know that tomorrow's not going to come, what do you want to do?
The company launched in 2012, and immediately Jack faced another challenge.
I was 6 months into having launched the business when Hurricane Sandy hit. And like all of Red Hook, we were devastated. We took 5 feet of seawater on the first floor and 6 feet in the basement. All of the commodities, all of the product, all of the equipment was destroyed.
Luckily, Jack was able to save some of his equipment and keep his business alive. Sorel is now sold at liquor stores across the U.S. and in Canada and Australia.
It makes me feel good to see lots of other cultures embracing something that I've known all my life. Cheers.
Cheers. For The Sip, I'm Carrie Drew.